Come on, big guy. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
All year long, you know, there's great fishing to be had here. But come May, to be out there looking for those big tarpon, to know that they're there, and you know, it's exciting. Nice, big fish! Oh, awesome, man! Awesome, I got the anchor. That was awesome, man. That's a big, hot fish. Yes, look at that guy. That is a shark.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
I thought you said you had
Look at him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
I caught some mullet earlier, so we've got lots of mullet. We've got tarpon around the bridges right now.
Yeah.
They've been biting pretty good on that falling tide in the afternoon. Big tarpon, you know, crashing the mullet.
And what's the tide doing right now?
It's still coming in. We're got about another hour here while it comes in, and then it's gonna, you know, slack off, and then we're gonna have that big worm tide, you know, where the big flush is going out. Could see the worms hatch tonight. You know, if not, there's plenty of tarpon around. This is you know, I've seen when I've been, you know, looking around, there's thousands of fish.
Yeah.
At the bridges and channels.
This is the time, man. May, June, Florida Keys. People travel from around the world to come down here and try their hand at these tarpon, and we're just lucky that they swim through here, because, you know, Bahamas aren't very far away and they don't experience the same thing. You know, it's like, it's just perfect geography that they would come right through the Keys like this.
Well, it's rare that we get to go out and fish during the prime time tarpon.
I know, it gets me excited. I brought a couple of fly rods too.
Good.
So Long Key Bridge, man, you're like a troll. Hang out under there all the time.
It's, you know, it's hard to go anywhere else when it's, you know, 2 minutes from the dock, and you know that there's thousands of tarpon hanging there. And that day started off with you know, rain and clouds early in the morning, so we didn't have a lot of time. You know, the sky started to clear up there as the afternoon came on, and you know, we were kind of looking at our options of what to do. It was a little windy, a little this, that, so I didn't think sight fishing was a real good option that day. But I knew if we had scored some big live mullet, we could probably get a bunch of bites in a 4-hour period. And that's the what I tell all the people coming down here. If you want to catch a tarpon, if you've only got 4 hours to do it, then that's hard to beat. Long Key Bridge, live mullet, especially on that outgoing tide. The hardest part sometimes is just getting the mullet. This year has been really good. We've seen mullet all over in these little basins, both here at Hawks Cay and then near my house a little further north. So I cast netted some mullet that morning early between the raindrops and had them waiting, and, you know, so that was nice that we had that bait available.
Oh, there he is. He didn't miss it, he missed it, but that was awesome. That was so cool. So cool, here he is, he ate it. Come on, baby, get it. He's right behind it. I can see the tarpon, I can see the mullet. Oh! Come on,
get it, buddy.
Get it. Watch us on this bridge, Rich. We might get close. Don't start the engine, though. Come on, he's playing with it.
That was a big fish.
The one I saw wasn't all that big. There he
is again.
Oh, he swirled it. Look at that big squirrel back there. You know, that's a cool thing about, you know, fishing like this, is that you don't have to catch every one because the bite is so awesome. Like right there, that tarpon has already come out of the water 2 or 3 times. We haven't even hooked him yet.
Yeah.
You know, once you get all set up there and you get that mullet going back there, you know, there's a lot of anticipation about what's happening, and your bait starts to get nervous and it starts to happen. And that's what happened for me, you know, right away. My bait got nervous, and man, the fish is coming after it, taking a few swipes at it. And then, there he is. Got him.
You eat it. Your cork's gone. You got him, Tom. You got him.
Get out of here.
Nice job.
Get us out of here.
Get the hook in him. You still got him?
Yeah, we're in good shape, but we gotta go. Finally eats it, takes it down, and you know, you just know right away, you know, you can kind of eliminate what could possibly eat this mullet. It could be a barracuda, it could be a shark, it could be a tarpon, but this one, I knew immediately this is a tarpon because it was a fast run away, and then
that fish had already dumped a ton of line.
Yeah.
He'd taken probably 200 plus yards of line out by the time we got off the anchor ball.
There he is.
Way out there, steer to the
Nice.
left.
Come on, big
He
boy.
came back in that same little hole. Ate that bait, finally. I'm gonna keep going fast.
You can go as fast as you want, man. He's right in line with that power pole right there.
Nice job, man.
That's so awesome, man. I love watching him eat that mullet. It's so exciting.
It's fun just watching him chase it. He's gonna come up here and jump for you, I think.
I've got him fairly close. As soon as we get past this guy, I think we're in the clear.
I think.
Oh, shoot! He just came off, man.
Yeah.
Just pulled that hook. Look, the hook just pulled right out.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That was pretty good, man. I mean, that's everything you want to have happen. Got all the exciting part out of him anyway. We get another one on there, man. Go back there and get another mullet right now.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Just thinking about going back to the bridge.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Nice jump.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury, by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin, by Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate, and by Costa Sunglasses, Motor Guide, and Power Pole.
That day, you know, when we first got out there, the tide was slacked. It was just changed. It had been coming in all morning. You know, it was kind of slack tide there. And that's where, you know, that real lively mullet, a lot of times I won't get the bites on those as much when that tide's slack. So sometimes I'll just use a dead one and put a dead mullet right on the bottom during that slack tide. And often, you know, you're gonna get a bite down there. There's so many fish around that bridge, sharks, tarpon, Goliath grouper, all kinds of stuff. So during that slack period tide, you might not get many bites with the live bait, but putting a dead one on the bottom, sure enough, we did that, immediately had a bite. Hooked up, you know, ran, got off the ball, chased him around, didn't know exactly what it was. Then, you know, seeing that he didn't jump, it was a shark. Big Key West cat shark, as you call him, came up there, but you know, we had action right away. And that's eating the mullet. Whether it's dead or live, those mullet are gonna get bites. And that's what I like to do on the weak tides. I fish them dead on the bottom. And then as soon as that tide started to roll fast, we repositioned the boat, anchored up, and just enough current to keep us in that arch of the bridge. The wind was going against us, so it was a little tricky getting anchored up so you're not bouncing off the bridge. But once that current got rolling to where it was steady enough to hold us in that bridge, those bites started coming.
Come on, big guy. Oh, that was awesome.
Come on, right there.
You got stuck on a weed. That was awesome. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
My goodness.
I did.
I think what happens is those fish know what's about to happen. That tide's gonna start dumping out of the bay. And on that strong falling tide, everything gets pushed out of there. Schools of mullet, crabs, whatever, worm hatches, anything that's going on, it's all coming out that channel, and the tarpon are sitting there waiting. Straight back. That's awesome. That was that same fish came back for it. Awesome. He's heading right out towards that pole. Okay,
Right
he's
there.
taking
Good.
a lot of line.
Where's this
He's
other
right
line?
out. He's right
We
out
got
that
all
way.
our lines in?
All lines are clear.
So my favorite part about, you know, fishing at the bridge and landing a fish there is that when you actually hook a fish, you've got to fight that fish all around the bridge, and there's so much of an exciting time. And then there's a lot of teamwork that goes into it between, you know, the guide and the angler, or, you know, friends or whatever, to talk and communicate about where that line's going, which bridge span that fish has gone through, and then actually getting off that anchor ball and maneuvering that boat so that you can follow that fish. And if you choose the wrong bridge span, bam, you're done. Just want to stay close to him in case he heads up in there.
He's real close. He's gonna come jump right here for us.
He is, right? Gonna jump
Right at
right
the
in front of the boat. Then where's he gonna go?
Just stay, hold your ground. He's gonna do it. He's thinking about going upstairs. He's doing it. Coming up, coming up, coming up.
Come on, baby.
He's right at the surface.
I see him. want to get my hands on that one.
That was a strong fish. He was really pulling hard. Wasn't jumping a lot at the boat. You know, he was just really using all his strength with that current. I really had to, you know, get my rod down low and try to drag him backwards to slow him down. And you know, we got him right up there. Got a great look at him. You know, it's all you want from a big fish like that.
There's a lot of things I like to do, but man, live bullet for big tarpon, that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, well, you got a nice bridge in your backyard. Good place to do it.
Now, if it calms down like this and these worms hatch, it'll be really cool.
I've been keeping my eye on the water. I haven't really seen them yet. But man, another hour or so, I bet you they're gonna come streaming through here.
He's acting kind of weird here. He might come up. He's close. I can see him. He's right here. There he is.
He's ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
Something tells me, even though he's laying there like that, he's not quite ready. But I'll give him a try anyway. That's my favorite part of all this,
jump right in your face.
grabbing them. The cool part about this whole deal, you know, you can fish that bridge for years and years and years, but you know, the thing about it is that it happens at a certain time of the year. I mean, we're out here fishing in May or June, and there's a tarpon migration where these things are moving down for whatever reason. We're not even really quite sure, but they're moving through the Keys and they're here, and they're not here all year. So that's what makes it kind of even more special, is that this is gonna happen for a certain amount of time. The guides are absolutely killing themselves, working 60, 80 days in a row, because that's the deal. You gotta make hay when the sun shines. Like, you know, permit fishing or bone fishing, you know, they're around all the time. This is big fish at the bridge, and it's only gonna happen at a certain time of the year, and you gotta get it while you can. That's a nice fish, dude.
That is a nice fish.
Long.
Watching him chase that big mullet
First time
around.
I saw him, I didn't think he was that big, but boy, he is much bigger than I thought he was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, that's fine.
Nice.
That's fine. That was all we
Hey.
needed right there. Awesome.
That's a good
job.
bite, huh?
That was really good. That's all we needed. I wanted to grab him, but
That's all
I
right.
like to take the hook out of him. And if the hook comes out that way, I guess that's all right.
I want to go catch another one.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're in a pretty good spot.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Loadmaster Boat Trailers, Marine Formula Stay-Built, Plano, and King Sailfish Mounts.
Let's go, buddy. Come on, you want that mullet.
He ate it. He's on it.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah. It's a good fish.
You got it. I'll get the other rod. I'll get the rod. You get the fish. Come on. All right, you want to go front?
Yeah.
Nice job. All right, is he clear on that pole?
Not 100%. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, big cuda.
Man.
Big
We're
barracuda.
gonna use
Good,
him
we'll
for bait.
Yes, save him.
Tell you what, that's a whopper cuda, dude.
That is a cuda. Big
I'm afraid to put up too much pressure on him because he's got, I don't have any wire. You know, that's a very good alternative to the tarpon is catch a big cuda. And I was quite surprised that I was able to land that fish on just monofilament, because when we do fish for barracudas, often, you know, he used a short piece of wire because their teeth are so sharp that they can just cut it. And with a mullet, you know, he's really trying to eat that. It's not like a lure, trolling a lure or something where maybe he's just trying to cut the tail off and then go back and finish it off. I mean, in that situation, that mullet is just sitting there. That cuda is gonna eat it and take it, you know, fully in. So I was really surprised and felt like that thing was gonna get off at any time. I feel like I'm fighting a trout on 6X. You ready for him?
Yeah, man. It's a full-grown cuda.
Oh, this is a really nice cuda.
Everything eats the mullet. Cuda, sharks, tarpon.
It's a really, really nice cuda. This is a wall hanger right here, buddy. And his is flossing his teeth too. I can't even believe I've still got him. Go for the head. Oh, I can feel it going across his teeth. Oh, we got so lucky. We got so lucky. So lucky, man. Wait till you see this thing. It's gonna go right through, it's going right through his mouth.
Nice
You won't
cuda,
believe
man.
this, man. I'm telling you. We got so lucky. This is going right through his teeth. Look at that. It's mono.
Wow.
Going right through. Look at it. It was going right through his teeth.
It's that fluorocarbon, that cigar fluorocarbon.
I'll tell you what, you don't get any luckier than that. That's why it makes it even more of a trophy, is that you are able to land it on monofilament rather than wire, which makes it even more challenging. And you know, I was just really being careful about how hard I pulled on that and what I was doing with it, because you know, I felt like, you know, this is a cool fish. I want to land it, take a look at it, and then I think, didn't we keep that for shark bait?
Yeah, it was an awesome fish to catch, and then also we had bait for the next day.
I love that guy. You know, the cuda is a highly underrated game fish.
One of my favorites. So we're trying to answer any questions our viewers have this season, and one of the most common questions we received is, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught? Well, that's real easy for me. We actually caught it while filming the show. It was a giant hammerhead shark. Certainly the biggest fish we've ever caught. Don't know exactly how big it was. We didn't kill it, we didn't weigh it, we let it go. But certainly bigger than any fish I've ever caught. And to catch it on the show was really cool. One of the other questions that we received this last week was a guy that he said, hey, I just bought a new boat. I decided I wanted to get a Yeti cooler for this boat, and what size should I get? That's a great question. Yeti has tons of different cooler sizes, really one to fit almost any kind of boat. My recommendation would be to go with the you know, certainly measure your space, decide what you want to do with it, but go with the biggest one you can fit into your space. On my skiff, I put a 65 quart cooler up front. I use that not only as a cooler, but I bring it up and use it as a casting platform, use it as a seat or a fighting chair. And then on my bay boat, I use even bigger ones. I go up to a 120 quart cooler up at front. Have plenty of space there. Again, can put that up front as a casting platform and have even 2 people stand on it. So, so bigger's better there. And that would be my recommendation is you know, measure your boat, decide what you want to do with it. They come with all kinds of different features like non-skid pads on front, seat cushions, all kinds of things. But measure your space and try to get the biggest one you can fit into your space.
The Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks K, the only key you'll need. By Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. And by Corrosion Block, Under Armour, Scott Fly Rods, and Fraybill Fishing Gear.
Come on, big fish. Come on, guys.
Right there, middle bait.
All
Middle
right,
bait, right
yes,
there.
yes.
Take it, you got it? Nice, big fish. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome, I got the anchor.
Come on, baby.
How you doing?
Wow. I'm good, but we got to pull this line in.
Got it. That was awesome, man. That's
close
a
this
big,
up.
hot fish.
All year long, you know, there's great fishing to be had here. But come May, to be out there looking for those big tarpon, to know that they're there, and you know, it's exciting. A lot of things might not have been happening that day because it was kind of overcast and a little rainy that morning. a lot of options weren't in play. I wouldn't want them in sight fishing for permit. I wouldn't want them really been sight fishing for anything. Fly fishing for tarpon might have been difficult. I mean, all the different things we have. A little rough to go offshore,
Yeah.
but you know what? Even in those conditions, those fish are there at those bridges, and with that live mullet, we're gonna get a lot of big bites, and we're gonna hook some fish.
He's fairly close.
Got him right to the boat now.
Yeah, he's right here, but we gotta watch out for this power pole. There he goes, right there. You're all right. He's thinking about going back to the bridge.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, nice jump.
It's awesome. Still worried about this power pole a little bit. Oh, he's going to the other side of it. Ah, and he threw the hook right there. That was awesome.
That was cool,
You
man.
know what? We were probably going to lose that one anyway. He was going so hard for that pole.
That was cool.
That was good.
Nice
he just,
jump.
Oh, he wore me through.
Awesome.
Just chafed right through.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you, man, that's good. That's good enough for me. That was a nice day of fishing right there. I like that. That's cool. End it with something like that.
Yeah.
I can handle that. He just came through.
That was cool, man. Spectacular jump.
Yeah.